It has been and will continue to be. Our international partners are what makes the station run. We have our European Space Agency astronauts and team of folks on the ground. We have Samantha Cristoforetti as one of our crew members on Crew 4, as well as the CSA, Canadian Space Agency, the Japanese Space Agency, and then our Russian colleagues as well. And so that international cooperation is really what makes the ISS great, and that interdependency amongst each other for our different expertise, our different experiences, our different even just equipment and resources is what allows us to accomplish this great thing and these great things that we're able to do on the ISS that we would not be able to do alone.
Can the space station go on if Russia pulls out next year or in 2 years?
You know, NASA is certainly committed to the goal of continuing the life of the space station out through 2030, and I am confident in the teams of folks at NASA and in our other international partners to continue that cooperation to keep ISS running.
You're the first black woman in space for America. The significance of you being this role model, you being this pioneer, and the importance of it to you?
Yeah, you know, I think this kind of milestone comes as a result of and as a tribute to the women astronauts and the black women astronauts who came before me and laid the foundation. There have been several black women astronauts who have gone to space. This just happens to be the first time a long-duration mission. But I think it is also, as well as a tribute to that legacy, it is also a testament to the exciting future ahead. And I think as NASA continues to pursue exploring deeper into our solar system, I just am honored to be a small part of that exciting legacy.
You know, our first astronauts almost all had to come from the fighter pilots school of thought. Now, of course, as more experiments are necessary in space, as we do more, there's a wider expanse of folks. You're a geologist. It's obvious why having a geologist with the ability to live in space is necessary. What other occupations do you expect NASA to tap into to go to the space station with you to help, say, solve climate change?
Yeah, it's an interesting question, and you're absolutely right that we need people from all different experiences and backgrounds and expertise to help push us forward and to innovate, and especially as we start to work towards going to the moon and eventually to Mars. We are going to need all different kinds of skill sets. So you mentioned scientists, so scientists of all types, especially up here on the International Space Station. What we do day in, day out, as we kind of mentioned, is science, and science of all kinds. We do biological science, physical science, thinking of combustion and material science, as well as looking at human research. So one of my crewmates, Chell Lindgren, is an emergency physician. And having a doctor aboard, certainly on the ISS, as well as we start to think about even longer duration missions, is going to be a really important role to have filled, just for the safety of the crew, and as we start to learn more about how the human body responds to microgravity and long duration spaceflight. We will certainly need engineers, as we always have, as we continue to maintain the space station, and certainly in the future we'll have equipment that needs to be maintained as well as just all kinds of people that we will be needing on the ground as well. We end up kind of being the tip of the spear of an amazing team of people on the ground at all of our different NASA centers and our international partners. And each one of those locations, each one of those teams needs a whole team of experts in their associated fields. So we are certainly looking for help.